Here we are again at Gamescom 2013. This time we are with Vincent Pontbriand, who is senior producer on Assassin's Creed Unity. Welcome. So we're gonna ask some questions about Arno and other questions. So let's talk about Arno, who we know that he is not one of Desmond's ancestors, right? So does this mean that this is going to be the definitive opening of a new narrative cycle?
It is. It is. So, what we decided to do with AC Unity was to start a fresh new cycle because we understand this is not the first game in the series. There's been quite many, and it's getting harder and harder to get into the story. So, what we wanted to do was to take a step back and reintroduce the present day layer from a new, fresh perspective. And also, we know, or fans know, that we've finished the Desmond cycle with AC3. And in Black Flag, we introduce new concepts such as the player playing an employee working at Abstergo. So we're going a step beyond that. We're not disclosing everything this week at Gamescom. But what I can say is, yes, we have new justification as to why you're able to play the memories of a different character from history and not necessarily an ancestor from Desmond. There's new justification for that.
Very well. So Arno appears very calm and controlled and methodical. So an example for that is him controlling his pocket watch. So this is an iconic message image, but does it have also repercussion on the gameplay?
Yes. No. Yes and no. So this object is very dear for him. It belonged to his father, who got murdered when he was a young boy, and then he got adopted by the Grand Master of the Templar, who took pity on him and didn't want to tell him anything about the origin of his father, and so this watch represents his father in the latest moments that he saw him.
Very well. So Arno will start as a novice assassin, and we will see again another branch of the assassin order, this time in France. What is the philosophical approach of the assassin this time in Unity?
The philosophical approach. Well, the Assassin's Order in France for this game is very old. It's slowly decaying, and Arno will bring a fresh new blood to the council. And again, I can't talk about everything from the story. I don't want to spoil anything. But what we'll understand is Arno is very eager to find the reasons, to find the justification behind the murders of his father and adopted father, and he decides to join the assassins, who are ready to welcome him, but are very strict with the creed and the tenets. And Arno will enter a Cornelian dilemma where he'll have to choose between love and duty.
So speaking about love, recently Ubisoft presented Elise, a new character. She is a Templar. So can you tell us more about her motivations and her background?
So that's where it gets a little bit complicated. So when Arno's father dies, he gets adopted by the Grand Master of the Templars, who happens to be Elise's father. So they meet each other when they're both very young, and they grow a friendship, and eventually it goes beyond that. What Arno learns a bit later is that she's also a Templar, so that's where he gets his Cornelian dilemma, because he struggles between his own motivations, Elise's motivations, his loyalty to the creed and the assassins, and his phase between choosing between her and the Brotherhood. Yeah.
Of course. So speaking about the Templars, what is their philosophical approach in Unity? Is it changing from the past?
Well, they're entering the modern age.
Yeah.
So it is slowly changing, and there's a schism in the Templar Order, which explains a little bit their motivations behind the French Revolution.
Very well. So, in addition to Elise, will there be other fictional characters supporting the story and close to Arno, maybe?
Sure. Arno will meet a bunch of very interesting historical characters from France back then, from Paris, and also from the French Revolution. So one of the most interesting ones I believe we have is the Marquis de Sade. He's a very, very fun and intriguing character. The way we portray him is a little bit like our Hannibal Lecter. So he's very smart, very witty. He knows stuff, but won't reveal everything to Arno at once. He's playing with him a little bit.
So the player would get angry at him at the same time as Arno.
Yeah, he's a bit annoying, but he's fun. And then there's other very fun characters such as Napoleon, a young who's just a young general, was not emperor yet. So we get to meet him. And then there's very important characters such as Robespierre, Mirabeau, to name a few.
So last questions. Never have players found themselves having to reevaluate the Templars, the counterpart of the Templars, as this year with Unity and with Rogue.
Yep.
So why did you choose to do this kind of reevaluation in the same year with two games at the time?
It's a little bit both opportunity and we just wanted to provide fans with two opportunities this year to play Assassin's Creed, one on next gen and one on current gen, on old gen I should say. And it's also coincidence. We wanted to exploit these perspectives. We believe they're very interesting, and we haven't shown a lot of Templar on the Templar side yet. So we felt it was a great time to start doing that.
And it seems so. So thank you very much.
My pleasure.
For this interview, and we'll see you in the next video.